Angular directive. Today we are going to discuss about Angular directive. An Angular directive can change the appearance, behavior and layout of a DOM element. So we are going to show that example. So in this example, I have a module, app module, where there is only one component, that is app component, and app component.ts. Okay, so there is a component and one module. I am going to show the example using these two files only. Now see, we have a div, and inside div there is a written something like hello world. So I am going to show you here. There is only one div. See here, only one div hello world is written here. So if you will go to inspect the HTML, you will click here. Yes, there is only one div here. See, div hello world div. So only one div is here. But the question is, suppose I have to write 5 divs like this. So we do not need to copy and paste this div and slash div. We have to use the Angular directive so that it will be repeated 5 times. So for that I am writing here ng for equal to let I of, suppose it is of some array 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so it will be, there will be 5 divs now. So let's see the UI now. So here is the output, 5 hello world are there. So let's inspect it. See here we have 5 divs created automatically. We wrote one div and we use the directive of for ng for, then we are repeating from 1 to 5 and then we are getting 5 divs automatically. See, this 5 div automatically created. Okay, so it will be, if you go to the definition, it can change the appearance, behavior and layout of a DOM element. So here is a DOM element, this is the DOM element, so it is changing the appearance 5 times, it is adding the div. Okay, so this is one example. And also suppose I want to write the I here inside the interpolation, it will be repeated also here. Let's see, I am going to save it, then I will open this. See, the I is written here, I 1 2 3 4 5. So it is written here hyphen 1 2 3 4 5, because we have written here hyphen interpolation I. Similarly we can have suppose one div here, and I will write another attribute directive. This is structural directive, this will be attribute directive. Change style equal to div. So I am writing here ng style font size equal to 14 pixels. Suppose I will make it suppose 24 pixel. So whatever I will write here, it will be of 24 pixel. So I saved it. Let's see what we are seeing. See this high, we have written here high and it is showing here in 24 pixel. Okay, because we have mentioned the ng style. This is the attribute directive. Okay, suppose I will add another style to here, so I will write here color is green, then come to here, it is showing green. See, so it is not visible, then we will do one thing, we will make it red. See, it is showing red. So we can write, this is also a directive. this is also a directive. This is called structural directive and this is called attribute directive. Okay, so they are changing the DOM elements behavior, and there we have written only one here and it is repeating. Here also it is changing the font and size. So they are changing the behavior of the DOM element. DOM element means any type of element in the HTML. Okay, then we will go completely into that with some examples. Here we have the directive. They are of three types: structural directive, attribute directive and component directives. So we'll go for structural directive first. So the three built-in structural directive are ngIf, ngFor and ngSwitch. We'll go one by one. We have already covered ngFor. We'll go for ngIf and ngSwitch. I am going to show you the example of ngIf. You can see here I am mentioning the this is the property of this class age, that is equal to 24, and I am writing here two divs with ngIf directive. It is saying that ngIf, if age greater than equal to 18, then you have to write so this eligible for vote. If age less than 18, not eligible for vote. Now I have 24, so it will be shown. You can go to the view here, eligible for vote. Suppose I will change it to suppose 12, then it will show here not eligible for vote. Suppose I will make it 92, then it is saying eligible for vote. Okay, so depending upon this, so if age greater than 18, then it will be shown, so it will come here, otherwise it will skip this. Similarly, it will not show this DOM. Okay, so now if age less than 18, then it will show this DOM. Okay, means this should be true. If age greater than 18 is true, then it will show this one, means this DOM will be shown, and if this is true, then this DOM, document object model, this DOM will be shown. Okay, so now it is age is 92, so this DOM will be shown. So if you will give ID, then we can easily recognize ID equal to, suppose eligible, or I can give like div1, and here I will give ID equal to div2. Okay, this is 92, so this div will be shown and div2 will not be shown, and we are going to inspect the elements. Go here, right here, see div1 is showing, there is no div2. See, there is no div2, only div1 is here. Okay, and there is no div2. Okay, see here ID equal to div1, no ID with div2 is here. Okay, similarly if we will change it to 12, then div2 will be shown. Okay, see here, go here and watch, div2 is here, div1 is not showing, only div2 is showing. So what is saying, if this is true, this part is true, then this DOM will be shown. If this part is true, then this DOM. Now I am going to show you the switch, ng switch. Here is the property, color of string, and it is set to red, and we are switching over the color. So according to color, we have ng switch case. If it is red, then we are showing a red colored hello. Red colored hello. If it will be blue, so it will show a blue colored hello, because it will reach this div. Okay, so then Then there is a ng switch default. Suppose this will not be red or blue. Okay, then it will go to the default color. So we'll write this. Okay, I'll copy it, put it here. ng default, what will go? So in case of ng default, we don't need to go for any color because it is a default one. If it is not satisfying this above two conditions, it will go to the default one. In that case, we will suppose make it black. Suppose color will be black of the hello. Okay, so if we'll make something else, suppose we'll make it yellow. We'll make the property as yellow. If we'll make it as yellow, so it will not be either red or blue, so it will go to default, and the hello will be shown in black color. See here, it is shown in black color because we set it at a yellow, but it is neither red nor blue, so it is making it yellow. Sorry, black. It is making it black. And this is the syntax ng switch default. Here we are not making any equal to because it is a default. Now I am going to give you example of ng class directive. So here in style section we have written one class here. Okay, suppose this is my class, or you can give any name here. Suppose I will give it my font size, and suppose this is a class here, and these are the properties. Means font size will be 56 and color will be green. So if we write it here, so in ng class we will define that this is my font size and hello world is here. So we'll see how it is showing. See, in green color it is showing 56 pixel. Okay, green and 56. So class, we mention the class here. So this is a directive, and this can be inside CSS file also. Suppose I want to take it inside the CSS file, so I will do it like I will create a CSS file here. Right click, new file, app dot style dot css. Okay, so I will copy this, or I will cut this, and I will put it inside here. Okay, so I have a class here, class name, and this is the description of the class. So I saved it. So here instead of styles I will remove this one. Instead of styles I will go for style URLs. So I can mention many URLs, but I have only one URL here, so I will mention the URL. Okay, that is this CSS class. So I will write the style here, the path here. Okay, that is app dot style dot css. Here we are mentioning style URLs. I have only one URL here, one style CSS. So I am mentioning like this dot forward slash app dot style dot CSS. So dot means this is the root. Then I am adding this path to the root path. So this is the full path of the CSS file. So we can see the UI here. So you can see here, and whatever we will change in the CSS file, it will be changed. Suppose I will write here red and save it, then it will be shown in red. Similarly, I am going to add another class here, my div border. So I will mention here border solid 2 pixel green. Okay, so I have a class here, CSS class. So I am going to the component. As I am referencing this CSS file, so I will have a class here. I can use this class as I am referencing this CSS. So I am copying this, going here, I will give a space here, and I am writing my div border, my font size space my div border. So both are classes, different classes in CSS file. So I will save it and when I run it, see we are getting a border here of the div because everything applied to the div. So I want to suppose make the border up to this, suppose it is 40%. So I will mention here in the CSS file 40%. So here the border is coming to 40%. Okay, so we have the CSS inside the CSS file, two CSS, and this is referenced here in the styles URL. Then I am applying those two class here, font size and my div border, they are inside this.